Well, we got a little DX in. However, I wanted to get part 2 out of the way of this video. I'm going to actually do it in the morning time when I have more energy. So hello, everybody, if you had to watch that terrible video. Anyway, this is the $7 receiver that I picked up here. And, yeah, it's basically right there. I don't know if it'll zoom in. Had that issue before. But, yeah, there it is, $6.99. Anyway, let's see if we can set everything back up. There we go. And we just have a special guest. I don't ask any questions, but Wilson has returned. It seems that he is, he comes and goes as he pleases. I allow him to do what he needs to do. He has his hat over there, of course. Grown off anyway. Regardless, we're going to go ahead and just talk about this again. Like I said, I had a snafu with this and actually have this on a better setup here. It's very hard to actually get this in a proper frame with the lights I have. I got an overhead light. I got every light on, just blazing daylight. Still not enough to show off this display. No big deal. Let's talk about the snafu. So I bought this and it was in good shape. We were able to test that yesterday. We got it powered on and I went ahead and got some speakers, but I want to test it with speakers first, make sure it works before I go even further and just think it's a simple repair of something I did myself, which I can't believe I did, but I did. So we're over here. I'm gonna tell you what happened here. Yeah, you'll probably already see it once I flip it around. Wilson saw it. He's not happy about it. Yeah, I busted off the damn antenna here. And it's not the normal ones where, it comes with a screw tip. These are the ones, and there's one over here too. And it's plastic, and the hinge is actually busted off on it. So, I'm going to have to go ahead and take this off. Luckily, I always keep a whole bunch of trash. We talked about it before. So there is exactly what we need here. Now, I can take this off, and this is where the antenna will actually be, and that's actual. And then there's probably just a very short coax in here, so I'm trying to hope for the best for this as well. That's a very short run, and it has the same ends on it. If not, I'm going to have to do some manipulation, but there's the coax. As you can see, it's hanging out there. It's perfectly functional, as is. This is only used when you're doing Wi-Fi internet, so if you're hardwired in, it's not that big a deal. But I got a whole bunch of speakers here. Pretty cool. We got zone 2. Speaker terminals and line level. Great. And we got, here we got our back, our height, surround, left and right, front, left and right, and our center. 7 HMI switching 4K ports. These 3 here are the HD CP 2.2. So that's set up. And then we also have a secondary out, zone 2 out for HMI. Tons of the old school component video still there, which is always great. We got our coaxial and our optical out. We got our remote control network. We wanted to use that, but we'd be able to do it through streaming. But what we got to do is pull out some cool speakers. I'm going to go ahead and get some wire off, snipped up here. But I'm going to bust out a pair of Optimus. These are the Pro 7s. 40-2065. Now you're thinking, wow, these look kind of familiar. And they say Optimus on them. You don't want to know why? Back in the day, they had, back, I think, mid-90s, they had a good partnership. Of course, this is a little more dinged up. I did that myself. I got to pull it out with a little bit of wire and manipulate this bending and repaint this grill. But RCA, yeah, back when they were still somewhat RCA, and these are full metal cased for shielded for back in the day for CRT screens, and this is a 40-5001. So these were a Radio Shack version, and of course these are a manufactured in Malaysia for Radio Shack. So these are RCA, excuse me, RCA branded, and you can see This, from what it looks like, these are from 2002. Of course, you can always decipher the Radio Shack date code on here by this is the month, and it was always A. But 08, so that's August, A, and then 02 was the last 2 digits of the year. So that was pretty simple to decipher. So these were from August 2002. And it's white Radio Shack cousin. As you can see, even the portholes and everything look the same on these. Of course, this one has faded away a little bit, but that's a number 3. So that's March, A, and then 4. So this one's actually a little different than the RCA version for Radio Shack. Is this one you kind of only got the 1 digit on the side of the date year. So you had the month, but it could have been 84, 94, which I'm thinking it's 94. 2004, possibly 2004. I'm trying to remember when they got rid of these, but yeah, these Optimuses, and I got these, same place I got this receiver. I got these off of a job site, but yeah, these, you see the price on that, $1.99, and I have a full set of all these, so I'm going to hook them up to the front and the back, and power this thing up and make sure it works. So stay tuned for that, and I'll be back. But yeah, man, I always love seeing the back of these dang things, man. It just always impresses me every single time. But yeah, I'm going to have to take this apart afterwards. There should be a couple screws, no big deal. Take the cover off and see what's inside here. Heavy duty unit, so we know there's actually some parts inside. A lot of these are all very small and consolidated. Huge case and just a very tiny board inside a lot of these. But this is a heavy duty beast here. So we're going to go ahead and pull this apart after we hook up these speaker wires. Be back in a sec. With help with movie magic, we go ahead and have this all set up. So we have our white set up for fronts and our surrounds, or actually our backs rather, because this is actually the surrounds, which are on the side. Yes, they put pictures on these now. Anyway, so we have them set up here for the blacks are the back, and the whites are on the front channels. And we're going to go ahead and flip this around and put some music to it. And, well, let's hope for the best. I didn't embarrass myself with it now powering up, but we have ourselves a $7 stereo with some $4 speakers and $2 each and 2 free ones. So, yeah, it's a pretty decent setup there. $9 stereo system since these were free. All right, we're going to go ahead and flip this around. Okay, so I'm kind of excited to make sure it works. So we have it on CD. I use that as the input here. I'll go ahead and throw some music on, and let's hope for the best here. Let's see. Powered up. Oh, look at that! That's my jam. Raise those hands up. Wilson, what's up? Thanks for coming by, buddy. Hope you stick around a little bit. Be cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we have this working. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hook up a, well, let's turn my jam down, literally. That's funny. So anyway, waited forever to make that joke. Please, throw that thumbs up. I understand if you give me that down thumb for that. That was kind of awful. I'm going to hook up the Ethernet jack, see if there's any network updates. This probably hasn't been updated. If it has, probably an update that came out since then. We'll see what's in there. I'll be back in a sec. Hit enter. Oh, geez. And there we fly. So I'm going to go ahead and come back after this completes. 1110 60 60 1106. Antenna replacement. Hopefully this works. It looks the same as this limp, terrible situation outside, but the maybe a little bit longer. What's inside? So let's go ahead real quick and pop the lid. And we have to do a little cleaning on this, but that's that heavy beast of a transformer. A little bit of dust on it, not surprising there. Good thing with this is I just saw our little issue here goes directly. See, you can touch something and pop a unit out, but this little board right here is where this unit goes in, or this antenna coax unit goes right in here on this board. So I think this one will have enough to spare for that, because if I pop this one off, look at that. That was a long coax run and ends up over here. So yeah, that would have been a decent amount, but it even looks the same color. So let's go ahead and repurpose this, throw the other thing in the trash. Well, that was pretty simple. It had a little bit of length on the coax than it was previously, but yeah, there we are. We have both of our alien antennas up and working. So yeah, we'll go ahead and call this a success. I do appreciate it. We'll get the next video out. I'll button this up and maybe hook it up in the shack. Probably sell it off, who knows. But all right, we'll say 73s to each and every one of you.